There's one question, or half question. Something I know, something I don't know, then I can really apologize. Yeah. Maybe just one.
The I is appeared from the ignorance of the mind.
Right.
You can speak.
Okay.
You can use this mic.
Does the I appear from the ignorance of the mind?
Yes. Well, this is a very important topic, the most important, one of the most important topics. So I clarify. Even though I said I still didn't research the text.
This is better. I can stand.
This sounds like in the city there are music players, men who play music. I mean, those become famous, and so they have the music which has this sound. No.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Just clarify this point. I think it's very important. If you can concentrate, so important education, it's so important for realization, to free yourself from samsara, oceans of suffering, hell, ocean of sufferings of hundred gods, ocean of sufferings for animals, ocean of sufferings for human beings, ocean of sufferings for sura, asura. To free yourself totally forever. And then of course next one to achieving enlightenment was settling. So it's important to notice. How this real I, the real body, real mind, real everything is real. When you look at real mind, Zimba, Shiva. So then Sungwa is the object of mind. This is the object, so everything is real. So that, how that is false. That's not true, false. Hallucination. Like dream. Like illusion, like mirage, so all this. So to know your whole life, your world, all are like dreams, like mirage. So you come through the sand place, and you know that you have seen there was no water, but then afterwards you look back. We have appearance as if there's water running, but you know there's no water at all. So mirage, like that. To realize, to recognize this. Then you see the truth. Then you see the truth of life. So mental emptiness means to come to know truth of your life. Truth of the world, truth of your life. That's what I'd say. Mental emptiness. The truth of your I, yourself. So it's important. So anyway, so how we create I. So your I is created by your mind, came from your mind. So, so there's a base, valid base, not any base, table or cups or shoes or floor. I mean, just not any base. Valid base. There's aggregates. At the moment, we have 5 aggregates. I get form, feeling, cognition, combined, I get consciousness. At the moment. Then sometimes we are born in the formless realm, samsara realm, desire realm, formless realm, then you have no physical body. So like that. So we have 5 at the moment. So valid base, because that exists, that valid base exists. So therefore the base to be labeled, takshi, base to be labeled, it exists. And takcha is the I. What is labeled is the I that exists. Because what is the valid base, what is to be takshi, what is to be labeled, it exists. Because that exists, so takcha, what is labeled takcha? I, so it exists. So it receives that label, takcha, it receives that. So I don't know what in the Russian language, in English, I, in Tibetan, oh no, there's a different languages according to which country. So in the Russian language, what's it called? What do you call?
Yeah.
Yap. Ya or yap? Ya. Ya. Do you know who created the Russian language? See, so depending on the valid base to be labeled, takshi, and then it's the ya, is That's labeled by the mind. Mind which focuses on the aggregates. Which focuses on the aggregates. That mind labeled the I, not only labeled, but merely labeled. Just merely labeled the I, the Ya. See, so that's it. There's nothing more.
It's okay.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
So nothing more than that. You see, that man who focuses on the base aggregates, for that one, merely imputed I. Merely imputed I. That's it. Nothing else, nothing slightest more than that. I exist, nothing more than that. Slightest more than that is a Gacha objective reputed. Gacha objective reputed. Slightest more than that. There is a particular fourth school, Chatameva, Todeba, Sundamba, Rangjiva. Sundamba, the Umaba, Madhamika. Then Madhamika is true. Rangjiva and Tanjiva. So this is a Savatantrika and Parsangika. So this Parsangika's Gacha, objective reputed. It is slightly more than that. Slightly more than that. You understand? Slightly more than that, extra than that. Madhyamika, Parsangika's school, Gacha, objective reputation. So what? That's the fourth eye. So what exists? Nothing, slightly more than that. What is merely imputed by the mind. Mind which produces the world-based aggregates. Your aggregates. That's the reality. That's the I which exists. That I which creates cause of samsara, and I which creates cause of nirvana, liberation. I which creates hell, I which creates enlightenment. Oh, that I exists in the man. You have to understand. You have to understand that 100% important. You are coming now, this teaching, this course, this teaching, even you just pick up that, it's most important education. Most important education. You see, you got. You picked up, you got most important education. what exists is that, nothing else other than that. That. Next time when I come back, you should have wings so that you can fly. You should attach two wings. Attach two wings so they can fly back and come back. Yeah. Yeah, we should have meditate in this just a little bit to get more understanding. So what is the I? Is nothing other than what is merely imputed by the mind. So it's not that I doesn't exist, but it's like that. But it's like doesn't exist. There's a difference in that. It's not that I doesn't exist, but it's like that. You have to know that. So, yeah, unbelievable subtle what it is, what I is, by analyzing. That's the reality of the I. So now this first second, next second, you see, what is the I that is merely labeled by mind? The next second to second, then it has to appear back to you, to your mind. So it should appear back to you as it is merely labeled by the mind in the first second. But when it appears to you, it appears totally opposite. Total opposite. It appears from its own side. It appears existing by itself. It appears truly existing. It appears real I. You see, the first second when the I is merely labeled by mind, human did that, there's no real I. You see, first second there's no real I. Or next second, next second of second, when it appears, there's a real I. How it happened? Came from the ignorance. So, from beginningless rebirth, not only today, not only this life, from past lives, from beginningless rebirth, you see ignorance. So like this. Second of the second, you see, real I appeared. The I appeared, but how? Real I appeared. So how does that happen? So when that happens, when the real happens, then you see, then your mind, then you create ignorance, root of samsara, root of all the suffering that you create. How? Then your concept, this is true. I appear real, this is true. Just the concept. Just the concept. That's root of your suffering. You have to know. By coming this teaching, you have to know that at least. What the root of suffering? Root of rebirth, death, rebirth, death, sickness, old age, all this. Where it came from? This concept. You see, I appear real, then, this is true, the concept of that, just, this is true, you see? So, Kasturi, even appear slight more than what is merely able by mind. Oh, slightly more than that. Oh, then, you see, so that, oh, that concept, you see, oh, this is true. Aha, that one is the root of all the suffering, relationship, depression, what, cancer, I mean, I said death, rebirth, all these things, but no problem, no question, all the sufferings, depression, everything came from that. Yeah, all the delusion, ignorance, anger, attachment, pride, jealousy, there's a secret delusion, 22nd delusion, there's more than that, you know, more details. But you see, the delusions like that, the Dharma, or 80,000 80,000 teachings, 80,000 and another 4,000 teachings. So like that, there's also delusion, 80,000 and 4 young cherishing, the delusions, like that. So all and the karma, this is karma, come from this concept. Oh, this is true. This slight model. If you go very subtle, then then not merely level by mind, but something slightly more than that. It exists from there, slightly more than that. Oh, then this is very true. Oh, this concept. Oh, this is very true. Oh, that is you're creating ignorance. Mariba in Tibetan. You create timu. Oh, ignorance, holding true existence. Tenzin, holding true existence. Oh, that time, this is the creator of the root, the creator of whole entire samsara. Oceans of suffering hell, oceans of suffering hungry world, oceans of suffering animal, oceans of suffering human beings, oceans of suffering sura beings, asura beings, intermediate beings, all oceans came from this. You have to know that. You have to pick up that. You must write down in a diary book. Must write down this. If you don't write down this, then what else? I mean, you know, what else? This is what the meaning. So if you don't write down this, see, to know, to recognize from where all the suffering came. No, then you know, then you look for how to get rid of this, how to be free from this, then you come to know. Otherwise, there's nothing. There's words from Lama Tsongkhapa teaching Kasare. Hymns of the experience of the Lama Tsongkhapa's experience of the lamrim, path to enlightenment. Do they name samla mamena? Do they name samla mamena? Tabatungi chichi mijowe. Kunjung kowe jurim masana. Kowe tsawa josu mijebe. Nanjungi nyamlen tadachi tandu chicha tichi jangsalo. So Lama Tsongkhapa wrote in that way. So what is saying? So what is saying? Do they name samla mamena? Write down this one if you don't know. Do they name samla mamena? If you don't attend the shortcomings of the true suffering, The Buddha taught fundamental truth. You see, true suffering, true suffering, true cessation, true path, so that true cessation suffering. Shortcomings of true cessation suffering. I mean, true suffering. If you don't attempt, then you mean samsara. If you don't attempt to think shortcomings of true suffering. The true suffering is the shortcomings of samsara, being the samsara, is samsara. Then you don't know how to cut. Then you mean samsara, my brother. If you don't attempt to think the shortcoming, the true suffering, seeking the liberation won't happen exactly. So, that means shortcomings of samsara, the true suffering, not only the suffering of pain. Suffering of pain is basically this rebirth, 5 types of suffering or rebirth explained, lamrim. Then there's the 5 types of outlet for sickness. Then I have to remember the whole old age, how the nature of suffering. Then 5 types of suffering, death explained. The suffering pain. You see, all that depression, suffering, pain goes into suffering, first type of suffering pain. The dissatisfaction, suffering pain. All that billionaire, zillionaire, trillionaire, all those wealthy people have so as much wealth as because they haven't dharma. They don't know dharma. They don't know meditation. They don't meditate. They don't practice. So then you see only the delusion get developed, attachment, so on. Then dissatisfaction increases. So much, unbelievable much, so much. Worry, fear, to lose, protect, all that to increase, unable to increase, not so much worry. That's better, higher than, better than others, more powerful than others, So anyway, there's a suffering pain. Separating from desirable object, meeting the undesirable object. Even you find desirable object, but you can't get satisfaction. Then I think that my memory is not so short. There are 3 or 5 types of suffering or aggregates. So all those are suffering pain. Then second suffering of samsara is the suffering of change. All the temporary, all the pleasure of samsara, all temporary. You can't continue like Dharma happiness. You can't complete like Dharma happiness. When you achieve nirvana, you see, achieved true cessation of suffering by actualizing true path. That's the first way to complete Dharma happiness. Then after that, you cease subtle obscuration, you achieve minor path. Minor path simply means all the tantric path, all that on the base of bodhichitta. Also, yes, you achieve peerless happiness, total cessation of the obscuration, not only gross, subtle obscuration, and then you can achieve complete realization of the path. So Sangye, Buddhahood, all like that is complete. But samsara pleasure, how much we have been enjoying, we have been using samsara pleasure, trying to achieve from beginningless rebirth, not only today, not only from birth, not only from past life, from beginningless rebirth we have been trying. Still didn't get satisfaction. So, all like that. So, and why? Why it is like that? Why cannot continue? Why cannot complete? It's because nature is suffering. Nature is suffering. We call the pleasure that which is suffering. For example, one clear example, you stay a long time under a hot sun, like that. You see, body felt hot, burnt. And then you want to go inside the water. So you go inside the water. You see? The minute you went inside the water, cold water, so the suffering of hot stopped from great, but the suffering cold started from tiny, from small. So that feeling, another suffering, previous suffering stopped from great, the next suffering started from small. So that feeling, which is only suffering, then you you label it pleasure. So that's the ideal example of samsara pleasure. So which is suffering, then your label are pleasure. All like that. So all samsara pleasure is like that. So you feel hungry, then you eat the first spoon of food and drink. So another suffering stopped from great hunger. Another suffering started, discomfort in the stomach. From small, very small, you don't notice. So then more and more you eat, more and more you eat, more and more you eat, then that suffering, discomfort becomes greater and greater, 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 greater. Even the food, when you're hungry, very hungry, even the food is not delicious, but when you're very hungry, you find delicious. Then you eat more, and then food is no longer delicious. anymore. You see, even it's delicious food, but you see, even delicious food, but beginning delicious, but then as you keep on eating, more eating, then you taste change it, degenerate it, change it. All like that. You see, discomfort of stomach is greater and greater as you continue to eat. Oh, another suffering began, another suffering started. Oh, that feeling is called play. You label it pleasure. Oh, that's that doesn't. Oh, even that doesn't last. Oh, like that. So all the suffering, all the pleasure of samsara is like that. It is basically the suffering, but you label pleasure. Oh, like that. So we used samsara pleasure from beginningless rebirth up to now, but still we didn't get satisfaction. Whereas Dharma happiness, you get satisfaction. Okay. So, like that, whole entire samsara pleasure is the nature of suffering. Pleasure of eating, drinking, pleasure of music, pleasure of sex, pleasure of, whatever. All this is a nature is suffering. We label pleasure. Oh, like this. You never get satisfaction. So there's suffering, pain. Dissatisfaction, suffering, pain. So anyway, so suffering change. Second one to understand, to realize. So nature of suffering, you see. So now, those two sufferings come from third suffering, pervasive compounding suffering. Chapa Tujik Dungan, independent language. So the aggregates is under the control of delusion and its action karma. So that's why this aggregate is pervaded by suffering. Completely pervaded by suffering. So therefore, if you want, that means if you want to be free from suffering, samsara, then you have to be free from delusion, karma. You can understand immediately by understanding pervasive compounded suffering. What means pervasive? You get idea from that. To be free from suffering forever. You see, you don't want to suffer. You want to be free from suffering forever. Then you have to be free from delusion karma. You have to understand what you have to do. What you have to understand. What you have to do. You have to understand. You have to kasore. You have to pick up this. So pervasive, compounded suffering. So these aggregates, which is caused by karma and delusion. You see, which is caused by karma and delusion. So you see, so that's why the aggregates in nature of suffering. It's caused by karma and delusion. So it came from that. In mathematics, otherwise means this is nature of suffering because it came from cause, karma and delusion. You see? So this is contaminated, and this is contaminated seed of delusion karma. So from the seed, this contaminated seed of delusion karma, so from the seed, delusion rises again. From the seed, suffering rises again, including next life suffering. Not this life, next life suffering. So pervasive compounding suffering. The two other suffering came from the third suffering, pervasive compound suffering. So, even in Hindu, they get a renunciation through meditation, renunciation to the suffering of pain and suffering of change, but not third suffering, pervasive components. They don't explain this. They don't achieve renunciation from this third suffering, pervasive compound suffering in Hindu religion. So this is the main suffering Buddhist, you see, to get renunciation. To be free from suffering samsara, you have to be free from pervasive compound suffering. This is the main thing. You have to generate thought to be free from this, renunciation of this. If you get renunciation of this, then you enter in the path. You enter in the path to nirvana. So, the next way, there are numberless sentient beings, who are experiencing suffering, pain, suffering, change, perverse, compound suffering. So, when you think of numberless sentient beings, the suffering of samsara, pervasive compound suffering, then you generate compassion. By meditating your own suffering of samsara, you get renunciation. But when you see numberless sentient beings experience suffering of samsara, the pervasive compound suffering, or then you generate compassion. So numberless sentient beings, great compassion. And you want to free them. You want to free them from the oceans of samsara suffering. Then not only because of compassion, you generate compassion, so then you generate bodhichitta, to free them from oceans of samsara suffering and to bring to enlightenment. So therefore, to successful do that, then you need to achieve the state of omniscience. So wish to achieve the Yeah, state of omniscience to do perfectly, and then liberating numberless beings from the oceans of samsara, bring to enlightenment. Also, the openness when it says the two things, it's actually wisdom and compassion. So, that's bodhichitta. Then, you see, then bodhichitta is the root of the path to enlightenment. So that's how you engage in the bodhi-mind path and to achieve enlightenment for numberless sentient beings, numberless helping, numberless human beings, like that. But for everyone. So, for example, animal, every insect, numberless animal in the ocean, tiniest, you can see only through machine, on the biggest, like mountains, wilds, then under the ground, or in the bushes, those ants, tiniest flies, and the trees, and the sky, the birds, and the so like that you see every single sentient beings, human beings, so yeah. So at the beginning you see you develop compassion, great compassion to free them from oceans or samsara by yourself. Then the next one, bodhichitta, to achieve yourself enlightenment, to do it's omniscience, to do perfect, bring others from oceans of samsara, bring the enlightenment. All that, you see that what I'm saying? So, for example, desire devas, samsara beings divided in three. Desire devas, all three sufferings. Now the form realm devas, which you get born there through meditations, samatha, so forth. So, by achieving the firm contemplation of something. There, if you're born in a world of form, you don't have a suffering pain, but you have a suffering of change and pervasive suffering, compound suffering. Now, if you're born through meditation, samatha, firm contemplation, then you see you get born in the formless realm. You get bored, or even the form realm. So you wish to be in the formless realm. So then, you don't have a suffering change. The second suffering they don't have in that realm. But they have third suffering, pervasive compound suffering, the formless realm. And so they abide there for incredible time, long time, until the karma changes. When the karma finishes to be there, then you see karma to be born in the lower realm or human realm or raw, realm, desire realm, deva. So the karma ripen, then you get reborn again. You see, we have gone through that numberless times. We have gone through that numberless times in the world of formless through meditation, through samatha, the firm contemplation, through ijituk. 6 beliefs or something, ijituk. So then you see, There is something she for firm contemplation, 4 levels. Then within that 7 categories. So it's all done by that through Ichituk, 6 beliefs. So like that. So in Hindu, through meditation, so they achieve up to formless realm. But the formless realm has 4 Nagataya, limitless space, the limitless consciousness, nothingness, Tiba samsara. So they get a renunciation to all the 3 formless realm, but the last one they don't get, because their way of meditating is by comparing. Now this is the next one is more peace than what you have achieved now. So they go always like that, different way of meditating. What Buddhists the renunciation. So therefore then the attachment to the triple samsara, Deva renounced. So there is no higher realm in samsara. So that attachment to the triple samsara is always there. So when that karma is finished, then you see karma to be born, Lord realm, or human, or Kature, the other desire realm, the Deva, so then you see it comes again. So we have gone through this numberless times. So that's so. Also, Kature. So what I'm saying. So the Lama Tsongkhapa said, do they nyemi samla mabena? Tawa to me chichi mijong. So if you don't try to think the shortcomings, true suffering, then you see the seeking the liberation doesn't happen exactly. So you see, you think only true suffering, the suffering pain, only that. So your connotation of liberation means only free from the first suffering. You never think a second suffering, third suffering. You see, that's wrong. That's not the real liberation from samsara. And even something free from the second suffering change, but not previous compound suffering. Or again, do you think that you believe that is liberation from samsara? That's wrong. That's mistaken. That's not still not full liberation from samsara. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, so it has to be see liberation from the previous compound suffering. Then this, you see, exact seeking liberation. So what liberation is, all that exact. Kunjung kowe jurim masana, tawa kowe tsawa chuzo misibes. Kunjung kowe jurim masana. Lama Tsongkhapa said, Kunjung kowe jurim masana. If you don't think Kunjung karma and delusions, karma and delusion, called samsara, karma and delusion. Jurim is an evolution. Jurim, the result of the suffering. Samsara, you see, the evolution. If you don't think that, then you don't know how to cut root of samsara. There's the will of life. In the karmic, I wanted to do some explanation on that, but it didn't happen at the time. So, will of life, so important. So, even in not only monastery, even in family, to have will of life is so good. So that I was saying before, there's some negative thoughts comes to sentencing, some to harm or something. Then you see the will of life, or then you see it inspires you to renounce, let go that, otherwise continuously you will be suffering in samsara. So let go that, and then achieve nirvana, achieve enlightenment. You see, so that it helps to remind you, even in the family life, not only monastery. So that's so important to have will of life, tanga as a painting. So yeah, but the correct one, which is all Four Noble Truths, the correct one. There's many will of life from Nepal. I think then she copied from another will of life, but missing some will of life doesn't have that's the only true cause of suffering, true suffering, but there's no true system suffering, true path that doesn't have that. It has, but it's only either true path or true system suffering. One of them doesn't have all the four. So you need all the Four Noble Truths. What the Buddha has taught is it should be expressed there, what the Buddha explained. So correct one. Very important. It helps for you to not suffer. To not suffer continuously from beginning to rebirth. Again, you see. So to end, to help, to inspire, to end, you to free from samsara, it would help. So they hear I'm not going to go to now, but just so the Kasore, in the center there's a pig and from the mouth a snake, and the pigeon tail come from body come from the mouth. So that shows with from the ignorance, then the anger, attachment coming, all the delusions, show that. Then there's a white, this side what? This side black. The non-virtue, then going to the naked, upside down, going to the, by collecting naked karma, then going down, going to get up in Lawrence. This side white round, by collecting virtue, then those are people are well dressed and going up to the higher realm. So pure land to a higher realm. So it's so that like that. Then you see, there's a hell realm in the middle, and then there's a predator, angular, there's an animal realm, something like that. So she shows suffering of pain. Mainly shows suffering pain. There is suffering samsara, suffering pain, mainly shows. Then there's a deva realm, human realm. So deva realm, sura, asura, fighting, and all that. So that shows second suffering of samsara, suffering of change. There's samsara, which is pleasure, samsara pleasure, which is all suffering. So then, like that. Then sometimes, very rarely, some will of life have 60, I think, 17 categories, 17 lines. That's form realm. Formless realm is not shown because no form, so it's not form realm, 7. Sorry. 70 categories. The form realm shows. That's very rare. Well, yes, that. So, yeah. So that is the, yes. So the, yeah, that. The formless realm is not there. So that's only pervasive compound suffering. That's that. So anyway, yeah. So you see, delusion, karma, cause of suffering. Gunjung, the delusion, karma. So from that, you see, then the suffering pain, suffering change, pervasive compound suffering. Right, you see. Then how that happens in details, then shown through 12 dependent related limb. So around like this. So I think now time is finished. So I don't mean to go through explanation. I don't mean that. So evolution of samsara. So yeah. So kunju kowe chukrim masana. Even don't think. Even do not think kunju kowe. All rising. There is delusion karma. The jugrim, the evolution of gradual evolution of samsara. Kunju kowe chukrim masana. If you don't think that, how the evolution of samsara, how the true link, you see, explain. So if you don't know that, then you would know how to cut, eliminate root of samsara, the ignorance. Okay, so
Можно вопрос? Можно вопрос?
Okay. Yeah.
Question.
Вот вы говорили, что это просто обозначение. Вопрос такой, а что каждый из нас представляет из себя в реальности?
You said that I is just a mere label, but what everybody of us, every one of us represents in reality. What is the reality of every one of us?
Can you repeat again?
What is the reality of every one of us?
I mentioned the reality of the I. Then what's the reality of everyone?
Yes.
The same. I'm talking about, I'm talking about my I, but I'm talking about I, it means all your I. Same. Many eons ago, I've already told what exists. Many eons ago, I already told, not that there's no I, but there's the I. I was meditated already. Yeah. I didn't finish exactly. I went some other wrong way. So you say like this. So this, I will explain the root of samsara, how we create. How we create. So, so you see, first I want to introduce what is the ignorance, root of samsara, very clear. Must be very clear. That one, concept, that's the concept. It's nothing, something like root of samsara, something like devil laughs and kind of with big eyes and the horns and kind of, none of that. It's all concept, wrong concept. You know, it's not like mountains, something, what the English word, I don't know. What is the English word? So something with horns, big horns, you know, like the big, huge eyes, none of your concept, wrong concept. So I introduce that. So that's ignorance, root of samsara, root of your samsara. Okay, that ignorance from beginningless rebirth, that ignorance left negative imprint in the mind. The negative imprint from beginningless rebirth, on the continuation of consciousness, left negative imprint by the ignorance from beginningless rebirth. This ignorance, because there's always continuation, that ignorance. We still, Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, so-called numberless Buddhas, they were sentient beings before, like us, who had all the problems. But they able to they're able to realize emptiness. They're able to change their mind into both, from self-cherishing to into cherishing others. So they got enlightened. But we still didn't realize emptiness and didn't realize bodhichitta, so still we are suffering samsara from beginningless rebirth. Then if we don't meet Dharma, if we don't meet Dharma, don't learn Dharma, don't practice, don't realize this, but is it emptiness and bodhichitta, or then continuously will be in the samsara, suffering, continuously. So you see, so therefore, this one time we have received human body, perfect human body. It's so important to learn Dharma as much as possible, to practice, integrate into lamrim. Even though you're learning philosophy, this, that, so much, but you integrate the lamrim in the practice. Or then you are practicing all the Dharma, because lamrim is the heart of all Dharma. So then this way you can achieve a graduate path to enlightenment. That's how you achieve enlightenment. Otherwise, you get lost. You start this, you get lost. Then you never practice and learn. Like you feed the computer with the information. It's so much. It's like that brain. You never practice. Is it? Nothing. Then your heart and Dharma, you see, is like the two mountains. It's like the sky and earth. I mean, it's like two mountains. It's so far, you know. You see, your heart becomes Dharma. So anyway, okay. So so you see, third second, when the I appears real. So how it happened? Then this negative imprint collected on the continuation of consciousness. There. So after first second, I is merely labeled by the mind. Second of the second, then I appear. What do you merely label? So that time, supposed to appear merely labeled, but not because to our hallucinated mind. So it appeared real one. first second is not real one. You see, middle level. So second, then appeared the real one. So then how that happened? Then you see, the I, what is middle level by mind, on that, then you see negative imprint collected on the consciousness, the continuous consciousness from beginningless, or projected or decorated real. Middle level I, then this projected, decorated real. Oh, how it appears real is like this. How it appear real is like this. So that's hallucination. Yes, it's created by, it's led by ignorance. It's created by ignorance. Oh, so that total hallucination. The real I, you see, all like that. So like that, in the reality, your aggregates, I, action, objects, enlightenment, health, samsara, nirvana, happiness, problem, daily life, your world, your whole world, everything. Oh, is mirror, everything what exists in the middle level of our mind, like the I. But immediately, you see the negative imprint left in the consciousness, stored, left in the continuous consciousness, projected, developed, real, this real, that real, the light is real, the real problem, real, everything real. So whole world is real. Not only your house, but not only here, but the whole world is real. So everything what appears to you real, all this hallucination. So what is empty? What is emptiness? People so much interested in discover. Means reality means all this is what you believe in. What you're believing from beginning to birth. From the all this not there. All this is empty. All these are totally empty. Empty of the real one. Oh, that's the real meaning of emptiness. No? So those who don't have at all, I told this story here, so people very understand realization, emptiness, all that is empty. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. As I mentioned, the I. Means it is not there. I'm not saying that there's no I. So, you see, there is one who created cause samsara, one who created cause nirvana, one who created cause enlightenment, so there's I, creator, drawer, which is existing mere name, and the action is a mere name or object. You see. Enlightenment, health, samsara, everything's in exists mere name. So, mere name, you see? So, everything is empty of what? Empty of what? The real one. They were believing. They were too much believing. You see, like that. Empty of that, empty of hallucination. Our hallucination. That, you have to know that. It's not saying it's not there. So that's, I think maybe I have to stop here. Sorry. Sorry. Just to enter my conversation with that beginnings. Okay? Therefore, to study is the unmistaken teaching. We met with the Dharma, correct with Dharma, correct. In the particular Amatanga teaching, correct. We are most unbelievable fortunate. You have received the perfect human body to learn as much as possible this one time, and this is one time. So important, so most important. You can see now how most important to learn to study Dharma. Then you see, you integrate lamrim and practice meditation. So important. Then you see, as you achieve realization one by one, what are that you see, I go to enlightenment. So lamrim is the essence of the Buddha Dharma. That's how you go to enlightenment. That's how you develop your mind to path to enlightenment. So I have to tell you, I think the two things. Sorry. For example, you see, I start with 3 quotations, but for example, you see, bodhisattva. For example, bodhisattva who has a bodhichitta realization. So if you look at with the devotional mind, with a calm devotional mind, you see, if you look at the eye with a calm devotional mind, like this, to a bodhisattva, then you see, you collect the merit. You met the eye charity to the 3 realms in them, the desire realm, formless, means numberless in them. You get the merit having met charity, your eyeball to the 3 realms in them. Because it's such incredible holy object, so bodhichitta. So you see, by looking with the reversal mind, you look at it with the eye like that. So you collect merit. Maybe more, I don't know, but the much merit, like you may cherish the desire and beings formed. So if you look at the bodhisattva like this, peering like that, you see dislike, bad manner, like that, disappear. So then it's like you've taken out the eyeballs of the 3 realms and then beings. You took the eyeball, not that, because the object is so holy, it's good. Because the Buddha is this incredible holy being, so like that. So, because karma like this. So anyway, what I was going to so you have to understand the karma. See, what I'm going to say. So the essence is so the essence. You see, I want to say this and stop after this. So when you work for others, others sentient being, you see, one work, true success happens. Work for self, work for others. 2 things get done. When you're working for others, helping others, sending a practice dharma for others, you're doing prayer for others, whatever, see. For example, but I just remember, so, what about your commitment prayer? then there's somebody who needs help. Somebody who's, very sick or dying or some needs so much help. So you run to help that person or you do your commitment. So his own Dalai Lama said, you see, go to help to the person because even you do prayer is for others. So go to help. I put it there, but I don't mean put it there. But go to help, it only says. Because if you do commitment, it's for others. So better go to help that who's really needed. So that's like that, for example. Anyway, what I'm saying is that helping others, you see, then you get them each of two works. Works for self and works for others too. So then, if you only work for yourself, then you never can accomplish work for others, cannot benefit others. And also, even you work for yourself, that becomes cherishing I, and doing things for yourself. That becomes even an obstacle to succeed your work. So, Shantideva mentioned, you and others, if you don't exchange, you cannot achieve enlightenment. Even in the samsara, there's no pleasure. There's no happiness, even in the samsara. The power of passions, leave aside future lives, future lives, happiness, leave aside. Even the works of this life cannot be succeed. Even the works of this life cannot be succeed. What is the one says? So itself, the cherishing I itself, so much problem that creates so much obstacle. Even the success, even the happiness of this life doesn't get succeed. Becomes so much problem. The creates, you see, all like that. So that's very true. That's you can think it is your own experience. So. I want to mention this. So when you work for others, mind is so happy. So in London, you are 25 years boy who had depression, suffered for 20 years, 20 or 25, 20 years depression, so suffered. He tried to many things, did nothing happen. But only what happened is that when you work for others, gardening in the garden, working for others in the garden, or something working for others, when you think of others, only that one helped. Only after 20 years, only that becomes solution to cure his depression. You understand? Write down in your diary book. Okay, must write down. You see, thinking about others, benefit others, is the only solution to free from depression. You understand? There's the experience. There's no dharma. Just from his karma, from his experience. That's the only got a battle from depression. You understand? That's what I think. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, I think this is enough. Okay, sorry, I didn't get that. So tomorrow, I hope now I should go on the. I was going to go. Chanchu Sancho Rinpoche Maje Kunde Ranshin Dunda Meba, the Junde Tenderua. Pesa Gamen Trosa Chava, Iluto Kunde Thomas. Tenero, Sarakundo Chava. You pray also, not only yourself, your whole family. People dead, your family dead, living, do the day same, not only yourself or so from here I also do the same. Sara kundu jawa tsongabe tejo sinin ngozoze jawe ngabe lamta tinyela keje tanyana manjuro chi emejo namda tsame tindante la chengezejo degan chege rinyena jojo loza jawe tendan jawa rajo pandela me namba tavala keje tanyana loza jinze leba tungya magu jela me chela sana jowa. So please dedicate for the world, due to all the things I made created by me, things I made created by numberless and demon, numberless Buddhas, think this way. Doesn't matter wars happen now, in the future to be stopped, images, all the dangers or sicknesses, the famines, dangers of fire, water, air, earth. There's a fire, big fire happened in California now, at the second time. That area. And so it means the dangers of fire, water, all the casualty ice drop in the ocean, then the ocean increased, and the tsunamis happened and destroyed the cities, near the beach, and there were all of these, all those problems, and then the weather, and the water scarcity happened, more global problems, all that to be stopped, and then the great peace, happiness prevailed, it was hard, but general love, kind of compassion, bodhichitta. Then made the Buddha last long time, spread all the direction, with the sentence with Buddha and achieving enlightenment as well. And then the Kaswari did all this merits planted by me, numberless and numberless Buddhas, Kaswari may fulfill the wishes of all sentient more than which can do. May fulfill all the hopes of the sentient with more than which can tree. Or then, due to all the past person which made it collected by me, Tisha made it collected by numberless and numberless Buddhas, which exist. Which do not exist from its own side. Do that, may the I who do not exist from its own side. Achieve the Buddhahood which exists, which do not exist from its own side. Lead all the sentient beings who do not exist from their own side to that Buddhahood which do not exist from their own side. By myself alone who do not exist from its own side. Jamal Bavia Chita Jamato Kunda Samati and the Jinda Kunji Dandalaji Kawata, the Shebi Javatam Chijunga Kala to the Noe, I gave a Savati Samajuja Dungawaranji, Tree Jabotonga to the Pava, the Gija Samachama, Tinyamala Samajo, the Shinga to do the Vesa in Javala and Tavatem. And now we pray for his own stabilize all the holy wishes to succeed immediately in the and think kindness for his own all that. Jida Gamande Pende It's amazing. Possible. Okay, thank you.